All right, you're back with Ghosts of the Republic, where it's all about the movement. And we got a real good show for you tonight. We got the civilians military coming right up. How y'all doing tonight?
Pretty good, man. All right, this is Paranoid from the civilians military. Tonight we have, as a very special guest, we got my little brother. Some of y'all know him as Rat. Some of y'all know him as Venomous Vermin. I know him as Joshua, and so we're going to be switching up tonight. He's going to be going by Yeshua, and so that's my little brother, Yeshua. How you doing, man?
Loving life, man. I'm free.
I wanted to kind of get a little bit of background on you guys, kind of how you guys, where you guys, come from, and how you guys grew up, and what kind of got you into music in the first place.
Yeah, we grew up in the slums. We were the poorest of the poor of every school we went through every 6 months. Like we moved around, and I got clowned on for wearing high C's, hand-me-downs. They're like, you look like Bozo the Clown with those, size 6 shoes on, and I'm in 3rd grade, and I'm like, well, Bozo might just smack you up, and that's just how it was for us. We were really poor, but it made us really strong, and I would have to say a really strong musical influence would have to be our father, because he's an amazing guitarist, and he also, taught us some really valuable life lessons, whether they were good or bad, and, we went through domestic violence and things like that, but, we're strong now, and we understand freedom on a level that most people don't understand. They see the flag waving, and they're like, yeah, that's freedom, and we're told on Fox News that we're free, and we actually understand it, and we're trying to preach a message to, the population and the youth, most especially, that, they have a chance to actually make a difference, and that's what we're here for. We're given a chance through our musical ability to have a music and a message, and boy, we're just preaching the truth right now, man. We're waking up so many people, and I'm so proud of it.
Growing up the way you did, how do you feel that's influenced your music, especially like in the beginning when you first got into music and decided that's what you wanted to do?
Well, I had no clue as to what I wanted to do when I first got into music. Me and my brother, we're like, yeah, let's, we both can rap, and we love music, and we like making beats, and let's do this. But we had no direction. But as soon as we got woken up, we were like, oh, man, how powerful is our voice now? And then, just kids hitting us up on MySpace and, just hitting us up all over the place and being like, yeah, I love your music. It's just amazing how far we've come and how much we have grown, from trying to be shock rappers like Eminem or, all the other fucking shitheads out there to actually, having a message and a voice and being able to, wake people up to the truth. And it really wasn't until we were awoken to the truth and, the fact of the matter that, we're all enslaved and this is a global problem that we actually had a voice, and I felt good about my music.
When we first started doing music, we did a lot of, we were gangbanging and we were doing the dumb shit that a lot of kids get trapped up, in life, and we made a lot of mindless bullshit, violence rap music when we first started out, and that was our reality. So that's kind of how we did our music. But after 9/11 happened, and I was always kind of awake. I never really bought into the bullshit that most people bought into. I always knew that school and TV was lying to me, and I never really believed that what we saw on 9/11 was what really happened anyways. But after certain researchers started putting stuff out there, and I started looking at what other people were saying, and I was like, definitely there's something fishy about this. And this was 6 to 8 months after 9/11 happened. Me and my brother, we just decided we couldn't do the same music anymore, and we kind of had to start going to more of a political slant. And ever since we did that, we lost a lot of our fans at first, but, we make music for a small community out there, but those people are diehard loyal fans, and we speak a message that nobody else has the balls to stand up and speak, and people are grateful for that, because when they listen to it, they know that they're not the only ones out there feeling the way that we feel and the way that they feel, and it helps, bring us together. Just through the MySpace and YouTube, I get so many messages from hundreds of thousands of people all around, not just in America, the world, we get messages from people in Japan, we get messages from people all over the UK, and they're all battling this same shit. And, you know, the music that we do has given us the chance to unite a huge amount of people. You know, my music and my brother's music, it's not just ours, it's everybody out there who feels the same way and who knows that there's something wrong and who's willing to do something about it. So, I mean, that's kind of what our music is.
What are some of the things that you guys do in an activist way?
Oh, man, the 4th of July is our Independence Day, you know? Like, we hit the streets, you know, and we do guerrilla journalism, and, you know, we got the video cameras rolling, and we're asking people, you know, do you know any of your rights? And we give them a copy of the Bill of Rights, and we're like, do you know what the Second Amendment is? And then they're like, no. And it's like, well, it's right there. Go ahead and read it off. And they're like, oh, yeah, the right to bear arms and, you know, the right to a well-regulated militia, you know. And we're like, very good. Here's a free T-shirt. Here's a free CD, and go ahead and bump it, you know. And, you know, we get a lot of positive response from people who are like, you know, wow, that's really cool, you know. And then as much as we get positive, we probably get 2 or 3 times more, not so much negative, but just complacent people who are just like, no, I don't want to talk to you, and I'm happy with my reality, and I know exactly what you're doing right now, and you're trying to wake me up.
And I think that I think one of the things is just like our music, you know, we get up and say stuff that nobody wants to say in music, and I mean, we were blessed with the gift to make the music that we do, so I mean, it would be totally fucked up of us to not use it to speak the truth the way that we see it. But a lot of the people in the truth movement get paralyzed by fear, and a lot of our leaders, quote unquote, of this truth movement actually are the ones that are paralyzing us with fear. And I think that's totally ass backwards of what we should be doing. And I think that too many of us, we find this shit out and we're like a deer in the headlights and we're just fucked. And you know, kind of give a positive message that, you know, yeah, you can get out there and you can make a difference. There's some fucked up shit going on, and the world has always been fucked up. But from time to time, you know, great men and women have had to step up and say, no, we're making a better world than the one that we have right now. And we're at a pivotal point in time like that right now. And we go out there and we do it. And hopefully when people see it, you know, rather than getting the deer in the headlights look that they might get from other quote-unquote researchers or truthers, you know, they see us out there and they're like, oh, shit, we could be doing something rather than just being scared, rather than just bitching about shit. We could be out there doing something to create the better world that we want to live in. And hopefully people will see what we're doing and they'll go out there and do the same thing.